Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, and I've been harping on about this for a long time, we seem to be living in a world of toxins, don't we? You look up, we've been talking about this fairly recently, as it seems bleeding obvious now that the sky is being crisscrossed with chemtrails, chemical trails, all sorts of nasties in the air. I've had Joe Warren on the show telling us about the fluoride they're putting into the water, plus all the other bits and bobs that are in the water, in your tap water. We've had many people talking about the EMFs that are in the atmosphere with our telephones, mobile phones, the dirty electricity, the 5G and various other things radiating about. We're being filled up with toxins. How the devil can we get rid of it? How do we get shot of all this stuff? What we need is a detox. Well, I have to say I've got some very good news, good news for me, because I've been asked by the lovely people at the World Council for Health to go and MC at an event, a 2-day event in June. Have a look at this. Yes, indeed. The World Council for Health are running this wonderful event. And of course, who better to talk about that than Dr. Tess Lawrie, who joins me now. Tess, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's so good to be with you again, Richard.
It's lovely to have you. Now, this is a really exciting event. 2 days down in the West Country, where the old farmers are. Well, their farmers are everywhere, of course. And hopefully we're going to have some lovely sunny day in June to get rid of all the nasties that are in the environment.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful event. It's on an organic farm called Winkworth Farm, and it's not too far from Bath and just near Swindon. So it's very central. We hope it'll draw many people from around, certainly the southern part and Midlands. And it's possible to come just for a day or for the whole weekend. The first day, we're going to have a panel with on detox from, as a supportive measure for cancer and prevention of cancer. We are going to have a detox panel on detoxing from the COVID jabs, which we all know are very toxic GMO products. We're going to have, let me just have a look here. We're also going to have a detox from the NHS.
Aha, that would be good.
That's on the Friday. Detox from the NHS or better systems, how we create better systems. It's all about staying healthy in a very toxic world. So that's the Friday. And we also have workshops in between. We have an amazing workshop on EMF and detoxing from EMF. We have workshops on, let me just have a look at my board, on homeopathy and aromatherapy. We have also an open speaker tent where we will have speakers. We have an amazing vet, Dr. Nick Thompson, who's going to be speaking about pet health, and holistic pet health, because of course our pets are also, at the needle point of many enthusiastic, very pharmaceutically orientated vets. So it's about how to keep our pets healthy. So also again on the Saturday we have mind health panel with David Shower-Lambus and other great speakers. We have an event with Patrick Holford speaking about mind health and brain health, which is also important, again, also in the context of COVID, but in the context of all other toxins that we are exposed to. And I'm really excited to announce that you and I will be having a panel on how to detox from the globalists. That's the last event on this Saturday, and I
have to say, I am very much looking forward to detoxing from people like the WEF and the WHO. That is going to be very exciting. Can we make that permanent? Can that be a permanent detox?
I think absolutely we need to be cleaning those bugs out as soon as possible.
And
But
of course, you did mention you mentioned COVID there, and it is interesting now. What nearly 3-4 years on from the medical intervention that was mandated or persuaded, cajoled, however you want to put it, on people, a huge psyop operation of propaganda to get people to take it. People are beginning now to realise that this may not have been the best action that they could have taken, and they're worried, aren't they?
I think people are worried more generally, and many of us have family members who have been injured and maybe haven't quite faced up to it. But this is really the opportunity for both people who did take the jabs and people who didn't take the jabs to come together. And
Yes.
we are offering a free ticket for people who are vaccine injured and who come with the support of their family. So please do email events@worldcouncilforhealth.org with the name of the individual who you would like to bring along with you for free. We really do welcome that. The whole point of this event is to really help people get and stay healthy. And, previously we had the Better Way Conference. We will have another Better Way Conference probably towards the end of the year, but we especially designed this event very affordable so that we can reach as many people as possible who need help at this time. And those who are concerned about shedding, and those who are concerned about the stratospheric aerosol injections and the fluoride, as you say, and EMF, practical solutions to getting healthy from all of these toxins and staying healthy.
Because I mean, at one time in our lives, all we had to worry about was having a decent diet and not overdosing on too much alcohol. But nowadays, the world has become so full of this stuff. It's necessary really to get that reliable information, and that's what you do at the World Council for Health. But
we have a very special guest speaker by the name of Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt. I don't know if people know him, but he has an institute, and he's been working on not only raising awareness but on solutions to the toxification of our world and our health for a very long time. So he's actually speaking on panels on the Friday, but if you miss him there, you can catch him in a special long COVID and vaccine detox workshop on the Saturday. So I just want to stress, it doesn't matter if you come for 1 day or 2 days, you will make sure that you get some really sound advice on how to detox on both days. And more. And the other thing is, of course, in the evenings, music is such an essential part of well-being. On both evenings, we have wonderful music offering we've got Danny Rampling on the one night and Mark Devlin on the other. I know you've had Mark Devlin on your show.
yes,
And they play really wonderful music for well-being. And we also have some live musicians from Jam for Freedom, put together by Jam for Freedom and the music workshop in Bath. So there's really going to be a wonderful music offering on both days. At the end of the day, after listening to some panels and seeing what the exhibitors have on offer as well, because there's lots of new technologies, there's supplements and all sorts that you'll be able to explore and learn about.
and presumably the people can get up and dance, can they? Because that is good. That is good for the soul, isn't it? Get up and dance and loosen your body a bit and boogie on down, which we don't do enough of in our very sort of stiff worlds under artificial lights, working behind screens. So it's definitely good to do that.
Absolutely going to be about dancing. So do join us.
Yes. So now listen, the World Council for Health you're not funded by big government bodies. Bill Gates hasn't come along and said, "Oh, blimey, what a lovely organisation you are. Let me help you out with some mega money." How are you doing with the funding?
Yeah, funding is a struggle. People are so grateful for the work that we do. We recently served notices of liability on 4 individuals at the World Health Organization, and we get flooded by thanks. Unfortunately, thanks doesn't support the team, doesn't pay the team, and so our coffers are very low, and we are funded by by individuals just like people watching. It's really, people grateful for the work that we do, and donating, £5 or £10 or something. Our resources are all available for free. So we appeal to people, if you do download something, a policy brief or a leaflet, or you watch a video on our in our newsroom, please consider making a donation, because it's those sorts of value exchanges that keep us going and have got us this far.
Yes, no, absolutely. That would be very advisable. And also, you're sending out your team who are going out onto the streets. And I did a talk the other day down near Swindon, and Lucy turned up. She had this amazing backpack on with this giant flag. I think we've got some video which we're going to show in. As I set that up, can you tell us what the purpose of that is? We just go and find the video.
In actual fact, it's a wonderful campaign that was started by a couple of members in our team. I think inspired in part, Ruth Skolmley was part of that team. Asked me, because we just thought, most people don't want to be told things. You want to ask questions and be heard. So we started the Ask Me campaign, really got into full swing this year, and we have Ask Me about recovery from vaccine injury, Ask Me about detox, Ask Me about COVID vaccines, Ask Me about WHO, Ask Me about 5G, a whole variety of questions that people can come and ask about. And mostly we just say, how is your health these days, or what do you want to talk about? And it's just been so well received. People absolutely are so grateful to be heard. They're so grateful to see us out on the street, because many people have not been able to have these conversations with their families. So we want to grow this team. We want to grow the reach as well. And we have people, when they see this, they say, well, I want to be able to do that. How do I get involved? And also people saying, when are you coming to my town? So,
yes.
So this is also one way that we spend donations at the moment, and we would really appreciate the financial support for this.
Here I've got Lucy, who was at the talk the other day, and she was demonstrating. Here's let's have a little bit of what Lucy's got to say. I've just got to turn the volume up.
Hi there, we're here from the World Council for Health. We're in the town of Chippenham today. We've got a great team that are with us. We're talking to people today about vaccine injury and how to stay healthy. And a lot of people ask us about how they can help us, how they can volunteer. And we really do need your help, all these things that we're out here with. We've got these amazing backpack banners. They cost us about £40 a banner. We've also got a bunch of leaflets. So, for example, 500 of these leaflets is £120. We've also got these amazing banners, which we can get printed, which are really, really impactful. They cost us about £150. So, just by, donating £1, £5, whatever you can, it helps us get this message across, and we would love to be able to get this in every single town in the UK. We've got an enormous army of volunteers that are willing to help us do this, but we do need your help. So please do support the World Council for Health. Go to worldcouncilforhealth.org/donate, and we're very grateful for your help. Thank you.
And that's Lucy there doing her thing, and I quite fancy having one of those backpacks, flying around the town. They look great, don't they, with the flags?
Well, you can see how much she's enjoying her work there, and I can say that across the board for the team, because if anyone's tried to hand out leaflets, they'll know how difficult it is, because people tend to just ignore you. But when you're saying, ask me, people are so appreciative, and it's such a rewarding job,
yes. I know that... many of the members of the pub, people watching this, do reach their hands into their pockets. You would think, though, that there must be millionaires, multi-millionaires, whose sons and daughters, perhaps ill-advised, took something they shouldn't have taken, have been ill, and that these millionaires might want to support people like you who are trying to come up with solutions and offer ideas and ways to improve health. Have you not been approached by some of these sort of people?
No, we haven't actually, and it is surprising because many are in the same boat as others, and their family members have been injured. So, if there are any watching, please do. We could do with substantial funding. I mean, if you knew what we survived on for this long, you would be amazed at what we've achieved, and we can achieve so much more if we could just have the security of knowing that we will get paid at the end of the month, and that we can grow the team a little bit, because we have so many wonderful people who've been volunteering with us for some time, who would be great to bring on board as well. And we certainly could. We are geared up and dedicated, and we know that we can achieve a huge amount. So please do, support us if you can, because
Yes.
we're on a mission.
Well, of course, most of my audience are all millionaires, so I'm sure they'll be putting their hands in their pockets. They may be millionaires in their mental capacity. It's just the bloody financial bit is the awkward one. Give us the dates.
I think there is that thing with a lot of very rich people. They worry about the tax, getting their tax refunds or something, the rebate, so they get a discount on their tax if they support, if they donate to charity. So we're not a charity, we're a sovereign organization, and so we don't fall into the charity category, and so people don't get their tax rebates. And most people like you and I, we don't get tax rebates on our donations anyway. So I think that puts a lot of people off. But just to say, we are all in the same boat, and wealthy people too will be turned into cyborgs by 2030 if everything goes pear-shaped. Yes. So we are doing our best to counter that, and I hope people will not be put off by the fact that they won't get their tax rebate if they donate to us.
Absolutely. It'd be the end of the world, the last person turned into a cyborg, but just before they're signed off, would you just sign off this document for my tax rebate? Because I just want to make sure I get all my taxes in order. Tess, it's always good to talk to you, and thank you for asking me to MC the event. Could you just tell us again, just so that people know the dates, so they can rush to their diary and write them in?
Yes, please do. Not only save the date, but book your ticket. It's the 14th and 15th of June. It's at Winkworth Farm, and you can get your tickets on betterwayevents.org.
Fantastic. Just sounded like somebody was tripping over the furniture to get to their diary to book those tickets, which is great. I will be there. You will be there. A bunch of very exciting other people will be there, and you will go back armed with all that information to be healthy and get through these toxic days. Tess, thank you so much for talking to us. Absolute joy as ever. I'll leave the link to the website, of course, in the description, so you can go and book the tickets, get those in. Hurry whilst places last, as they say. And of course, I'll be back with more monologues and wonderful interviews until next time. So there you go. Thank you, Tess.
Thank you, Richard.
Good luck with everything you do. And from Tess and I, thank you for watching. Till next time, goodbye.